Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, people all around this beautiful planet of ours. How's everybody doing out there? I hope everybody's fine. Well, I'm not. You wanna know, I am sick. I have got a cold of a weird cold. So, been a very uncomfortable last couple of days. Last 2 days have been somewhat uncomfortable, but they haven't been too extremely uncomfortable to where we are bed bound. I almost decided just to lay in today, but I got up, even though it's a little bit late than usual. But we are here recording. So yeah, it's a lovely Monday morning over here. It is 10 a.m. in the morning, and I hope you can hear me because how close am I to the microphone? Yeah, I'm right in the microphone, right? I've got a P sound buffer. You know, the strange material that you put in front of the microphone so you don't get those popping sounds. So I've got that in front of the microphone just to stop the popping sound. But yeah, my voice is a bit raspy, as per se. I've got a cold, but it's a lovely Monday morning. Everything is slowly turning green. Everything is changing into green, so you can tell spring is really starting to pick up. The momentum, day by day, is starting to pick up. The last time we left off, right? We were telling this. Last time we left off, we were telling the story of how I got stuck on the highway and my van broke down, so I got spend the majority of that episode explaining that story. But this time this time we're just gonna do some gaming. But what can we build here? Tell you what, we can build some offices, right? I suppose we can build some offices because we just don't want the empty spaces here. So we'll build some offices around these areas here. Give him a few offices because it's just empty, right? So, and then the rest, right? We can just maybe put grass. No, I don't wanna hide. I don't want the visibility of the bus or coach or public bus or street bus terminal, because this is the street bus terminal. Oh, and it looks as if the amount of people waiting for traffic, waiting for buses at that one particular station has reduced. So it's cool, and they are moving. I don't mind if there are lines of buses in the terminal. I don't mind that. But if there are lines of buses on actual main roads, that's not good. So last time we noticed here was a bit of an issue because look, there's a huge line here. So what's causing this? Yeah, probably this. Yeah, that there. I wonder. That's what's causing. There's so many junctions, so many crossroads, so many T junctions on this segment. So what do we do about this? Because it's gonna be problematic in the future, right? So there's one way from this segment here, from this side. Well, not really. From this side of the city to get to there. So I suppose we're gonna have to build another way for them to get from this segment of the city to there, which we have built over here. Which is very peculiar, which is very strange, because is this all traffic, or is this people parked outside their houses? No, it's people parked outside their houses. Wow, there's a lot of cars that are just parked outside. Parked, okay, no problem. Well, I thought that was traffic for a second, but the issue now is cars all piling up here, but they all want to go towards this direction here. Why is that? Is that a large road? No, we'll make that into a large road, dude. Change that into a large road. So yeah, before I was just playing City Skylines for the sake of just building in the last episode, but this one we are now physically actually managing the city and just using foresight to know what's going to happen. I know if we don't alleviate the traffic here, there's going to be a huge issue later on regarding the traffic. So I can see it happening bit by bit. I don't know, let's see what happens. I'll put this large road here, which is a one-way road, so they can just go straight through here. No, dude. This is meant to be a one-way road. so much clicking in City Skylines, man. It's meant to be a one-way road, right? This is meant to be a one-way. Okay, the idea is just to bypass traffic straight through here. So let's see, they want some industry. Let's see, well, they want some industry. So my voice is very raspy, very raspy. Normally I've got a bit of energy behind it, but it's quite raspy and I don't want to overdo it. So yeah guys, in the last episode I was telling you about me getting stuck, my van, my truck, or my carrier, my delivery truck breaking down on the highway, and me having to abandon it, and highway rescue came to pick it up because they assumed that it was abandoned, but it wasn't abandoned technically. Okay, that's problematic. So this is the only way into this place, so we got to change that. This is not good. They're all waiting to go into this area, and that's not good. So do we have any buses exiting here? No, we don't. So we have no buses exiting there, so we'll change that to one way, opposite direction. So we convert it. What? Didn't even click on that. So much clicking. Come on, bruh. So they can go that way. No, they cannot, because they will have to go that way. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll change this into a bus lane. The buses are waiting. Buses are waiting. I'll tell you what. I shall enlarge this road to a large. Come on, there's nothing. Really? Ah, that's disappointing. So we're enlarging this. Boom. Now they don't have to really wait there, but now we have lost our pathway. But relax. This is the immaculate tortoise John here, so we can fix this in a second now. Select. Where's the end of that? It is. The one thing I love about City Skylines, it always finds the end point. So if you come on, moving the mouse left. That's the best there. Okay, I suppose we'll go here then. Straight through the trees. Okay. But we'll give him that option there. That should alleviate the buses there. What's happening here? They got so many options here. Oh, nice. Excellent. It's actually worked out. So you're telling me all of these buses here have to stop here? Okay. I'm being a bit... They all have to stop here. Ugh. City Skylines, bruh. City Skylines. Let's get back to some building. Some good old building. What can we build? They want some industry, but there's no complaints at the moment. Not enough what? What you complaining about? What you complaining about, dude? Not enough customers. Are you kidding me? Do you see how... Look, how can you say there isn't enough customers? Are you... What a joke. Not enough customers, but customers are all the way over here. But let's see what zones we got here. That's an office zone. I suppose we can build. Got 10 more minutes, so I suppose we can build residential zone here. Again, we're trying to be grid-like here. We're trying to be as methodically grid. No, here. A line up. That's not 90 degrees. Who are you kidding? That's 90 degrees. Okay, fair enough. I take that back. I say, who are you kidding? That's not 90 degrees, dude. So we want to build a little segment here. Of course, again, this is high-rise residential districts. We want to build here. Yeah, guys, getting a cold. I haven't had a cold in years. It's very discomforting, but no, these things happen. These things happen. But we're starting to get better at this, narrating the game and playing at the same time. So if you go back and go to episode 1, I mean, I'm on 65 episodes, almost 100, man. So spend a lot of time on this, but it's only 20 minutes. I don't want to play more than 20 minutes, and there's people who are want to watch it for a few seconds, but it's okay. I know, I do that myself. I mean, I just don't upload videos onto YouTube. I also use YouTube as well. So like, unless it's something very interesting that I am interested in, the word wasn't coming out, then I'll watch it for like I can see this being a problem here. Noise, traffic. They'll be like, oh, there's too much noise here. We don't want them too close to that road. Too close. They're gonna start complaining about noise. They got a plan. But here, that's a good distance. Yeah, okay. Now they won't really complain because there's a good buffer zone here. So we'll zone this out to high rise, but most importantly, before or after. Most importantly, there must be water in the ground. So one thing I've noticed about City Skylines, jeez, sneezing and all that. One thing I've noticed about City Skylines is the citizens, when you zone out like this, they tend to build in the areas where there is no water, or if you don't have electricity, they'll build where there is no electricity. And I can see this being a problem here, so we're gonna move this school. Move it a little bit further here. But we are gonna update this road. Time we're on 12 minutes. We're gonna update this road to a large road. So much clicking. So like I was saying before, guys, so with City Skylines, there's citizens that will move into a zone that has no water, but there is water. But if I say for an example, I zone all of this area here, including these grids over here, these square blocks over here, they will move firstly in this little area here where there's no water, which is what City Skylines does. But there's water in this area, so it's okay. We'll zone this into a residential zone. Remember, they were complaining that there isn't enough customers, so we'll see. What can we do about this little grid here? More office blocks? How can you be complaining about noise? Do you see what I was saying to you? Complaining about noise. This is what I'm trying to avoid here. I suppose. Healthcare? What you like for healthcare? There's only one big giant hospital in this area. I put one over here. Maybe over here. Yeah, we'll put one over here. And then we'll put another one. Put another giant hospital over here. I should deal with the noise issue. And what's this? Elderly care. How many we got? Put one over here. Cool. Well, there's 3 zones for elderly care, and then we got the child care. There's only 1, so but we'll give them a lot to keep them happy. Hopefully they should update some of the buildings too. You know, they should update some of the buildings, because the more services you provide them, the more happier they become. The objective is to stay ahead of this stuff, so you're not having problems. So give them a graveyard over there. See what I mean? But then again, that was me that placed that there. So yeah, sorry, I take that back. That's me thinking that they will move into a zone. Okay, so they've got over fire. Fire department. They're cool, they're sound for fire. Those trees are very flammable. Police? There's only one police station, but we're not doing too bad for crime. Strange looking police station. It looks like a Star Wars building. You know those buildings from Star Wars? Like those structures or facilities. It looks like Star Wars. And school. Oh, they got plenty of schools, man. Capacity, okay. High school. Yeah, they got plenty of high schools. They got enough capacity. So let's go over here. We'll put one over here. Just to give them an extra school over there. And then bus, of course. We have to. Later on, we're gonna have to introduce a bus line into this area here. And when we got here, parks and plazas. We'll give him a park over here, man. Come on, bruh. We're doing this for y'all. We're doing this for y'all, man. We're doing this for you. You happy, right? Give you a plaza so you can update. Okay, cool. Cool. Now, let us zone out some water in this area. Oh, they need electricity. Some pylons connecting them. Should I tell you what? Rather than installing a pylon, I will. What's this? Birthday Plaza. We'll put some leisure points over here. Some leisure facilities over here. Quite a few of them. Like they can really. That should join the electricity issue. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Simultaneously. Okay, cool. What we like for garbage or rubbish. Yeah, we're doing landfill. Okay, there's plenty. We're doing like what we like. Gotta keep an eye on this. Keep a very good eye on this. I was gonna put a landfill there, but then I realized there's an industrial plaza there. Imagine having a landfill next to a leisure park or somewhere that you go for leisure. That would be just hideous, right? So I was gonna put a landfill over there, but I'll put it over here. Yeah, landfill over there. Cool. Just stay ahead of these things before they come out of nowhere and go out of control. But they won't go out of control because we are ahead, right? They never really go out of control. It's just management, really. You're building and you're managing. It's building and management, pretty much. The Skylines. Build and management. Build and management. You got to stay ahead of everything. So you can enter the city from this direction, straight across through here, and you can go to the city that direction, which I like. Now my next issue here is this here. What do we do? I've given them this option here. There's many options to get to this area of town, but this is the worst one of all of them, but we'll deal with that. I mean, do I put an underground road? Where are they going? Man, this code. Where are they going? Last couple of minutes. So guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you. Hit that like, subscribe and share button. Let's grow the channel. Let's see this thing grow together, you know. It'll be cool for us to look back and to remember, like, when we were just in the primary or in the elementary phases where we were growing this channel. But I did upload. I'm not just gonna stick to City Skylines, guys. I got other things I'm gonna do on the channel itself. I think it's better to diversify, especially in today's world of YouTube, rather than stick to one thing. It's better because then you can just reach a wider audience. And that's what we want to do, is, you know, just reach a wider audience. Jeez. Yeah, we want to reach a wider audience and see where we go from that. Okay, this is problematic. Okay, this is a problematic. Bus just disappear. We might have to redesign this. Yeah, I think we might have to redesign this. We really have to. Yeah. It's a problem, this. So how many buses do I have? Yeah, I'm gonna have to redesign this. I'll pick every single bus station that I've got over here and I'll place them all here. Then I'll redesign this little segment here, make it more appropriate. But guys, yeah, that's it for the day. So we'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Have a blessed day. God bless.